好了，好了，回来了。妈的，真烦死了！我操，这妈平常都没问题的，平常都没问题的东西，干突然出问题了，真的是很麻烦。Sorry 啊，各位，这个这个真的是很有状况哎。妈一开台，每次开台就很有状况，好不好？麦克风没声音，第一次遇到，真的第一次遇到。平常我之前我换耳机之后，就没有遇到过这种事情了。妈的，现在又给我遇到。
是不是要叫你妈看一下风水？
这个嘛，就是这样了。
我觉得你坐在这个位置多灾多难。
我只有开台的时候是多灾多难。等我一下下。玩开台有人在吗？应该还有人在吧？有人在吗？啊嘞！好，好。赶都临近要关台的时间了。
好啦，放你15分钟。
15分钟，结果给我出这种鸟事，我操！我操，真的是我操！干，真的是。还真的是被老板多送15分钟。等一下，我帽子嘞？我操，我帽子不会被我拆掉了吧？啊，再去买。Good。
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be.
稍等啊，哔哩哔哩好像怪怪的。哎呀，哔哩哔哩，啊，哔哩哔哩好了。我一插故事台，我真的是
累了。
不是累不累的问题，而是它只要一出状况啊，就很麻烦，不是累，不是说累的问，不是说累，这干。
哎呀，就像年纪大了，永远不会觉得自己年纪大。
这是两回事 ，OK。
You should head back to the Pridwin. I'll take care of the shells.
懂个屁眼！
You're looking to pick a fight? I'll help you end it.
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons.
我需要的是他的那个头盔，10、15，还有另外一种吧。哦，干好的那种，该不会被我拆掉了吧？操！矿工帽是我卖给他的吧？哦，不是吧？好的那个被我拆掉了。 吧，只好带不好的了。
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Watch my back, I'll watch yours.
等在床上就小心。黑苹果说得好，小王八明天还要上班。
Just standing around. You'll be on report before you can blink.
科科，
哎，我爸你心眼小哎。
没有啊，我没有心眼小啊。脑部腐烂导致精神错乱。就是疯了嘛，妖怪之名变种熊，它不就是熊猫吗？
What are you building?
修理。 修理。哎，铝，没有铝。少了铝。
You'd better keep your mouth shut about this place. Can't trust anyone.
你有本事大声一点啊！好啊，穿 T60，再去解一个任务。刚是在船上嘛，对不对？建立据点，好，就把这个解好好了，跟麦克森长老。B 站的那个聊天是正常吗？ 麦克风没声音，这是我换了耳麦以来，还有栋梁哥还在，我换了耳麦以来第一次碰到，看没声音真的太北蓝了。我之前每一次都是，谢谢黑苹果我选你，我之前每次都是我戴着耳机，
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your
然后我下到楼下去上厕所，他耳机就会连线就会自动中断，然后上来之后就一切正常。干，今天就有出问题。今天就出问题，真是莫名其妙。平常都没事，今天就出问题。
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
喂，兄
It
弟
was
会
an。honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way. Because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport.
哦，信号弹
Simply
可以
throw one to
直
the
接
ground,
叫直升机
and。the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you。
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there.
我刚才有声音，一瞬间没声音。我刚才坐回我座位上面看我的那个耳机的接收主机
So I'm confident you'll travel in the right
的
circles.
接收的怪怪的，
I need you to report it to me.
它停在
Any questions, Knight?
Any suggestions on where I should
它
look
停在
next?
就是
I'd
我
pursue
耳
your
机
lead
接收
regarding
到就
Dr.
连线的
Amari.
时候的那个
I'm
图
not
案。
certain if she's a crackpot, or if she can genuinely assist your search. But our sources say she has some interesting technology at her disposal. Anything else, Knight?
What about those energy readings Paladin Dance's recon team detected?
Our scribes are confident that the energy
什么
readings
裸
are
体
from
猫女？
Institute technology, due to the unusually high frequency. But the source is unknown. We're still detecting them on occasion. But by the time we send a team to investigate, they disappear. Just watch your step. I wouldn't be surprised if the energy reading were caused by some type of Institute weapon. Is there anything else?
Institute weapon。
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility.
直播裸体
The
猫女
Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the
哪一
facility
台
are
的
at the center of the city. But we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago. So it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then.
国外的那个啊 ，OK， 我大概知道是什么东西。这个等我关台之后再给我。
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
可是洋妞我真的没什么太大的兴趣耶，我真的很不喜欢洋妞。所以说我可以请那个垂直升降机载我到我没去过的地方吗？我刚才欣赏，纯欣赏的话，我觉得还 OK。但是听到那个叫声，我就受不了。我的麦会不会太大声？奇怪，我这重开之后，我的麦突然变好大声了。
I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy. Glad you can. How's my
Yes?
favorite girl? Good to see you. All right.
会吗？会不会太大声？
Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep it
怎么会变这么大声呢？
real. Feel me? What out there?
阿玛丽博士，
Friendly Commonwealth wanna drive us apart. What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
Silence during their speech.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us!
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor!
And who's in charge of Good Neighbor?
Hancock!
Of the people, for the people!
There's a few places in the Commonwealth that accept schools. Not like those bigots in Diamond City.
But I'm a and a fighter. Know what I'm saying?
我的声音会不会太大声？干，干，好吧，看起来是不会。不会啊，因为我重开之后发现那个声音的绿条一直直逼顶峰啊。不会太大声就好。
Mr. Valentine.
因为我也不想。
I thought you had forgotten about Delomi.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
我也不想太大力说话。
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
地下室。地下室。 OK， 这是主线，其中一个主线。
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
让尼克解释。
all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
请帮助我们。
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who could make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
拿去吧。
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
尼克能相容吗？
Nick's an older model synth. Is he still compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in.
直接插进去。
Even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
这行得通
You
吗？
really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
尼克也太
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change
也
in
太
your
牺牲了
cognitive
吧？
functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
所以说，
Tell me you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
我们开始
All
吧。
right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
既然尼克都已经这么奋不顾身了，
On the other side.
那我们就毫不犹豫的。毫不犹豫。什么减肥皂？好了，
Initiating brainwave
我这个
migration
任务
between the
结束了
transplant and the
就
host. Mnemonic activity
就去陪
coming
你
from
睡
the。transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
什么减肥皂？
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Turn down the goddamn radio!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
我
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Papa.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
还有别的吗？
What a joke. What's it mean, Mom? Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this.
给他一把左轮。
You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
其实左轮的使用方法很简单，它虽然好像没有安全装置，但是其实是有的。
The thing about happiness is, you only know you had it.
其实是有一个安全装置。
I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know.
But
that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter?
Let's keep looking.
No.
I'll connect you to the next
I
intact
never
memory.
deserved her. Not for 1 second.
就是克罗格个人的记忆吧。
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
哪边啊？对，没有啊，栋梁哥的，我这边看不到啊。要看多少记忆啊
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
好，赶快结束，我要上床了。小王八在床上等我了。
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
System off.
哇，要把它全部干掉了。
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic.
How's now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth? If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out.
对，现在是看人家
I
的
didn't
记
know
忆。
then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
啊，这个才是。
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
All the computers are still working.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better.
这个才是我。
But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller.
就不知道他们抢孩子要干嘛。
Somehow got thought out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
谢谢黑苹果选你。
If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long.
That's good. Checking through the logs.
Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
谢谢栋梁哥了，我选你。
This is the one. Here.
Open it. Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay? Come here. No. Come here, baby.
No. I got him. Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once. I'm not giving you Sean.
Bang.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
这是游戏刚开始
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm
的场景。
Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
哎，我走错路了。这个在记忆当中叫做回想，不叫走过，不叫走错路，叫回忆。
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
我又想上厕所了。
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
好，应该可以存档，可以存。我刚试过了一下，可以存档。这段结束。
X688, ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's.
就放歌
Seems
说晚
obvious
安。
now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Ooh.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist, Kellogg, was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
抗辐射.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
好，抢个答，放首歌。要休息睡觉了。今天放什么歌嘞？讲吧，讲吧，讲吧不理我。想吧不理我。想吧想听哪一首歌？绿岛小夜曲，好。绿岛小夜曲。哦，来听费玉清跟陈升版的绿岛小夜曲。
像一只船在月夜里摇呀摇，姑娘哟，你也在我的心海里飘呀飘，让我的歌声随那微吹开了你的窗帘，让我的钟情随那流水不断地向你倾诉。椰子树的苍蝇掩不住我的情意。更照亮了我的心，这绿岛的月已经这样沉寂，姑娘哟，你为什么还是默默无语？
说嘿嘿嘿。
椰子树的苍蝇掩不住我的情意，明媚的月光更照亮了我的心。这绿岛的夜已经这样沉寂，姑娘哟，你为什么还是默默无语？
好，今天就开到这边啊，感谢各位今天的收看。但先要停个杰斯台，祝各位有个美好的一晚，有个美好的明天，让我们明天见，大家晚安，拜拜。